your kind of company.
Tonight on CTV3 News, will the membership of the largest association deliver cane tomorrow to the factory under the proposed open agreement made by BSI ASR? Or will history repeat itself and there will be an interruption to the 2023-2024 crop season? BSCFA garners support from unions including the BNTU and NTUCB. They call on their membership to not deliver cane tomorrow. Hildebrand Cod remains on the lam. He stands convicted of the November 29, 2018 murder of Densmore Bowman. And the country is running out of plantation white sugar. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Wednesday, December 27th, 2023.
Ho, ho, about to win $1,000 cash per branch.
Install or update to Express Plus streaming app. Also win another $1,000 cash per branch. Update your account balance up to December. Update your personal information to get your e-ticket. Drawing date January 5th, 2024 on the Despierta Belize Morning Show. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Centaur's Family.
Good evening with your news, also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. The 2023-2024 SAFRA is scheduled to officially kick off tomorrow, December 28th at 10 in the morning. But the million-dollar question tonight is, will the membership of the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association deliver cane tomorrow, or will they disrupt the crop? The BSCFA is proposing a one-year commercial agreement along with making BSI the conveyor of the fair trade premium paid by Tate and Lyle Sugars. However, BSI is in complete disagreement with the latter. So, with no commercial agreement in sight, the manufacturer is offering the membership of the BSCFA an open agreement to allow for them to deliver their cane. The announcement was made on Friday last, and according to the miller, the open agreement does not require any signature, just the delivery of cane.
It's really becoming clear to us that the possibility of reaching a long-term agreement with the BSCFA is very low, and therefore our offer to have an open agreement with the members of the BSCFA is to facilitate their delivery of sugarcane to the mill. We will be opening our gates. We have long-term contracts with 3 of the 4 associations. We hope that the BSCFA members will take that opportunity. As our press release indicated, if there is an agreement that is signed with the BSCFA, then that agreement kicks in and all the members of the BSCFA will revert to that agreement. So we're not asking or demanding that the BSCFA farmers resign or renounce membership from that association. No, they will continue to be members of that association. It's simply to facilitate a way for the farmers of the BSCFA to deliver their cane, to break the BSCFA. If anything, it's an arrangement to try to break the deadlock, because we are at a deadlock. And rather than the parties reaching closer to signing a long-term agreement, we're actually, the gap is widening because the BSCFA keeps putting new conditions. Now they want us to back pay 2 years of fair trade. The mill, to do that, they also want us to become the conveyor of the fair trade premium. And for the past 18 months, we've said no. There was an attempt by the government to introduce legislation earlier this year to force BSI to pay the fair trade premium. And we have challenged that legislation. That's a case that's going to be heard next year. So in our view, this isn't about trying to break the BSCFA apart, but trying to find a way for there to be a smooth start of the crop to facilitate the members of the BSCFA to deliver their cane.
The open agreement provides for the purchase of sugarcane on terms identical to those set out in the sugarcane purchase agreement between BSI and BSCFA that govern the 2022-2023 crop.
In terms of how the arrangement will function, the BSCFA farmers would be paid in the same manner as we have done in the past and similar to how we will pay other farmers that belong to other associations. So they will receive the first cane price estimate, which has gone out, which is over $45 per ton of cane. That's a new record. That payment is done a week after the delivery of cane. The second payment is done 5 Wednesday after the crop ends. And then the final payment is done on the first Monday in November. So they will continue to be paid in the same manner as they have received in the past, and also how we will pay other farmers.
As soon as word came out of the open agreement, leaders of the BSCFA advised farmers to not deliver cane to the factory until a 1-year commercial agreement is signed. The BSCFA also called on Prime Minister John Briceño to intervene on their behalf in a letter written to him on December 24th. With no response from the Prime Minister, we understand the BSCFA has sought support from the unions and have even applied for a permit to protest tomorrow. With a possible blockade in sight, today the Director of Finance of BSI-ESR, Sean Chavarria, asked that the law be upheld.
Our expectations is that everyone will uphold the law. We do have the case in 2021, December of 2021, when the BSCFA blockaded our factory. We filed a lawsuit against the BSCFA for that matter. That's a case that's going to be heard next year. And so we expect that, following that incident, that cooler heads will prevail, that leaders will respect the rights of farmers and the mill to conduct business in a way that is free from any threats of violence, that there are no obstacles for farmers delivering their cane, and that the rule of law will be upheld.
As mentioned at the top of the newscast, the largest association is asking for the manufacturer to sign a 1-year interim agreement with them. But at the same time, the BSCFA is proposing that BSI-ESR become the conveyor of the fair trade premium paid by Tate and Lyle Sugars. BSI-ESR has set on record that they are not in agreement with the proposal and have even laid justifications on the table. What is owed to the BSCFA is $2 to $3 million per annum, and that money could be in the hands of the membership if the leaders of the association would have a better relationship with Tate and Lyle, says BSI-ESR's Director of Finance, Sean Chavarria.
That when it comes to the fair trade premium, the obligation to pay that rests with the buyer of the fair trade eligible sugar. So the buyer that markets and sells it as fair trade sugar, they are the ones that are obliged for paying the premium. And since the inception of fair trade in Belize in 2008, that has always been the arrangement where the payer of the premium has a direct arrangement with the association and pays them the premium directly. And so we have stated all along that won't change. That will continue. This cabinet had requested that we go back to Tate and Lyle to ask them to re-engage with, that Tate and Lyle re-engages with the BSCFA. We did that. I think there were a total of 6 sessions that were held with the BSCFA that was mediated by Fair Trade International. But unfortunately, no agreement could have been reached. And we believe one of the reasons is because the BSCFA was holding out that the new legislation would force us to become the conveyor. Where really the shortest route for them to have received the premium was simply to reach an agreement with Tate and Lyle for the initiation of the fair trade premiums to that association. So, and that door remains open to the BSCFA. The other associations this past week signed their agreement with Tate and Lyle for the premiums for the upcoming crop, and that agreement is also available to the BSCFAs.
While he is currently on the run, Hildebrand Codd stands convicted of the November 29, 2018 murder of Roaring Creek resident Densmore Owen Bowman, 32, a father who was tortured and killed, then buried in a shallow grave. Codd and another prisoner escaped lawful custody at the High Court on December 5th, taking advantage of a lapse in security. He had been brought to court to hear the verdict now handed down against him. Presiding Justice Ricardo O'Neill Sancroft said he found the case to be mostly circumstantial or indirect evidence, but overwhelming. Nonetheless, including an alleged confession to the Crown's main witness, DNA evidence linking Bowman to Codd's car, and another witness who allegedly unwittingly helped clean the car of evidence in an attempt to conceal the murder. Sentencing will be handed down on January 11, 2024, whether or not Codd is present, said the judge. The authorities must do their jobs now and make sure they find him. The main witness gave chilling details in her testimony, stating that Codd told her that he and another unidentified man killed Bowman after a night of bar hopping, getting him intoxicated before tying him up in the vehicle, torturing and beheading him, leaving the body at the side of the road, only to return the next day and move him to a makeshift shallow grave. Bowman begged for his life, saying, "No do me like this, Paps mean." According to the witness, a chop to the face nor a stab through the heart was enough to kill Bowman initially. He tried to run and Codd chopped several of his toes to stop him. He further mutilated the body before cutting through the throat and back of the neck, which ultimately beheaded and killed him. Coming up next, BACFA meets with union leaders. Will its membership deliver? In tomorrow. Stay tuned.
Are you out of cash and need some extra money quick? Then worry no more. At Monica's Quick Cash, you can pawn your vehicle for fast money and still drive away freely. We're also the best place to pawn your TVs or gold jewelry and sell your scrap gold. Monica's Quick Cash, number 128 Cemetery Road, Belize City, number 14 Constitution Drive, Belmopan, across from the Belize Bank, and number 2 Belize Corozal Road, Orange Walk Town. Pawn and drive, cash for gold, fast money with Monica's Quick Cash. Give us a call today at telephone 207-0970.
¿Cómo ganar $1000 en efectivo por sucursal? Instale o actualice la aplicación de Transmisión Express Plus. ¿Cómo ganar otros $1000 en efectivo por sucursal? Actualice el saldo de su cuenta a diciembre. Actualice sus datos personales para obtener su boleto electrónico. El sorteo será el 5 de enero del 2024 en el programa Despierta Belice. La gerencia y personal de Centar le desea a clientes y amigos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
Ho, ho! How to win $1,000 cash per branch.
Install or update to Express Plus streaming app. Also win another $1,000 cash per branch. Update your account balance up to December. Update your personal information to get your e-ticket. Drawing date January 5th, 2024 on the Despierta Belice Morning Show. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Centaur's Family.
¿Te has quedado sin efectivo o necesitas algo de dinero extra rápidamente? Entonces no te preocupes más. En Mónica's Quick Cash puedes empeñar tu vehículo por dinero rápido y aún así conducirlo libremente. También somos el mejor lugar para empeñar sus televisores, joyas de oro o vender su chatarra de oro. Mónica's Quick Cash, estamos ubicados en 128 Cemetery Road en la ciudad de Belice, número 14 Constitution Drive, Belmopan frente a Belize Bank y en número 2 Belize Corozal Road, Orange Town. Empeña y conduce, efectivo por oro, dinero rápido con Mónica's Quick Cash. Llámenos hoy al teléfono 207-0970.
You're up against some tough challenges. But not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now. Introducing Ridgeline Lubricants. A homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Stay healthy. 100% natural juice. No added sugars, no preservatives. Big H, the juice of Belize.
Are you out of cash and need some extra money quick? Then worry no more. At Monica's Quick Cash, you can pawn your vehicle for fast money and still drive away freely. We're also the best place to pawn your TVs or gold jewelry and sell your scrap gold. Monica's Quick Cash. Number 128, Cemetery Road, Belize City. Number 14, Constitution Drive, Belmopan, across from the Belize Bank. And number 2, Belize Corozal Road, Orange Walk Town. Pawn and drive, cash for gold. Fast money with Monica's Quick Cash. Give us a call today at telephone 207-0970.
¿Cómo ganar $1,000 en efectivo por sucursal? Instale o actualice la aplicación de transmisión Express Plus. ¿Cómo ganar otros $1,000 en efectivo por sucursal? Actualice el saldo de su cuenta a diciembre. Actualice sus datos personales para obtener su boleto electrónico. El sorteo será el 5 de enero del 2024 en el programa Despierta Belice. La gerencia y personal de Centar le desea a clientes y amigos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
Just before news time, the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association concluded a meeting with representatives from various unions, including the Belize National Teachers Union and the National Trade Union Congress of Belize. The leadership of the BSCFA is seeking the union support while at the same time calling on Prime Minister John Briceño to intervene on their behalf in their ongoing dispute with Belize Sugar Industries Limited, American Sugar Refining, BSI-ASR. The meeting finished a few minutes ago, and we were able to get comment from the BSCFA Committee of Management, Elvis Reyes, and Alfredo Ortega, chairman of the BSCFA Orange Walk branch, who asked farmers not to deliver cane tomorrow under the open agreement offered by BSI-ASR.
They are willing to support our cause with this negotiation that we have with BSI that has not been concluded as yet. We know that the start of crop is tomorrow on the 28th, and we haven't signed an interim commercial agreement. Our farmers are willing to deliver, and we are trying our best to find a way so all farmers can deliver as a whole association, as BSCFA, and not as how individual farmers, as how BSI is trying to offer to our farmers, right? So, as I told you, we are just finishing the meeting with these unions, and they are in full support of our cause. Yes, and BSI have issued an open letter to our farmers to deliver individually. We can see that this is an act of bad faith, right? We can say, because if individual farmers deliver cane under this individual agreement, they're automatically being excluded they will be out of the association as members of our association.
So if they deliver kin, they're being expulsed from the association?
Not expelled exactly, but that is not a standard of the fair trade, and we will follow under on non-compliance if we accept that farmers deliver. So BSFA doesn't have an agreement. If they deliver, they will be signing or they will be compromising to a individual agreement, and they are automatically out of the association as members.
With no commercial agreement, a peaceful demonstration is planned for tomorrow. This will take place as the crop kickstarts.
Well, yes, our plan tomorrow is to mobilize our farmers because, as you know, well, tomorrow is the start of crop. Nevertheless, the BSCFA don't have a sign agreement with BSI. So we are calling on our farmers to come and to be a part of the movement tomorrow, because one of the issues that we see that if what BSI have brought out in regards to the open agreement, as they say, what our lawyer have said is that once any farmer comes to deliver with that open agreement, automatically he removes himself from being a BSCFA member. So we are trying to stop that from happening, because we want our farmers to enjoy all the benefits that we can offer as an association, what they can enjoy as a member of this organization. And so we are working very diligently for us to have that agreement, and also to look forward into getting the benefit of the premium as the farmers are awaiting of.
As a show of solidarity, the union leaders will join the peaceful march tomorrow, even though their membership will probably sit this one out due to late notice.
The issue and the fact that the interim agreement continues to be a primary goal for them to achieve reset as soon as possible is certainly something that we are supporting.
Having listened to them, of course, as a mass movement that the PSU is, and in the spirit of solidarity, we certainly wish to express or state for the record that we are in solidarity of their struggle, as it directly impacts not only our economy, but it directly impacts lives of working Belizeans. And so their decision to mobilize is theirs. That's their right. I'm glad that they got their permit, and certainly we will be monitoring that. We have expressed our solidarity to them, as well as we are looking forward to partnering with them going forward if it so requires for them to break this impasse under the banner of the NTUCB, as well. The PSU is an affiliate of the NTUCB, so we stand in solidarity with each other's struggle. So that's something, of course, that we will be examining for the future, or in the very near future. It all depends what ultimately will be the response of government and BSI-ESR tomorrow following that demonstration. We look forward to see what will be the response. And they will then reach out back to us, and then collectively we will see how we can assist, whether with expertise or in any other shape or form as they request. And of course, once we get the support from our general membership to aid in whatever shape or form they so require, then we see how it unfolds going into the new year.
12 women from the community of San Jose here in the Orange Walk district today graduated from an 8-week program entitled Journey to Freedom, which seeks to empower women through the Word of God. Today, as the program came to an end, the women were celebrated during a special celebratory mass where family and loved ones were in attendance. Facilitator for the program, Genevieve Kumol, says the 8-week program focused on women empowerment and upliftment through shared experiences.
The program is about transformation, life transforming. So the reason why I took the time to do this program, first, I was part of the program, is something that I like because it talks about change. And I have always wanted change. So I decided that for me to be able to be part of this change started with me. So for me to do the difference, I had to be involved more and learn and get involved more. The program impacted my life because it came in a time of my life that I had a lot of fear, I had a lot of hurt, I had a hopeless life. There was a time in my life that I wanted to commit suicide because I lost the hope. But when I encountered this program, it gave me a second chance to live a better life. But this journey that I have now is a journey where I'm living a life with God, serving God along my way, helping others as well in the journey because all of us are in a journey. So we have to help each other, support each other, encourage each other to move along the journey. I started with 15 of them, but only 11 completed the course. It was at 8 weeks. We did our class every Wednesdays from 2 to 4. I went to, it should be an hour duration, but I did the extra mile to go 1 hour more with them because I really saw that the need that they had because every time I come, I can see in them that they really needed a lot of encouragement and stuff. So I went the extra mile. So it takes 8 weeks. So today is the final one, and today is the graduation. So they're graduating from the Journey to Freedom program.
For a few of the participants, the program was an opportunity to renew their commitment to God and to their community.
Lo que me impactó en el programa o me gustó es cómo el Señor manda a sus siervos a rescatar a sus ovejas, a ayudar a los que lo necesitan, a librar de los corazones con dolor y miedo. Y me gustó cómo las enseñanzas son que paso a paso uno va entendiendo del mensaje de Dios y la paciencia que tiene la hermana para con sus ovejas. Le doy gracias al Señor y sí me gustó mucho. Gracias Dios mío y gracias a la hermana. Muchas gracias.
Para mí ha sido de mucha bendición sus enseñanzas que Dios le ha puesto a ella para nosotros. Y hemos aprendido también a que con este programa podemos ayudar a otras personas que están sufriendo o que se sienten que no tienen valor, pero gracias a Dios que hemos aprendido que podemos ir a rescatar a esas personas con la ayuda de Dios para que ellos no se sientan humillados ante otra gente, porque muchas veces hay personas porque te miran humilde, tratan de humillarte, pero ante Dios no debemos de hacer eso. Y yo por eso le doy gracias a Dios y también agradezco a la hermana porque Dios la puso en nuestra iglesia para que nos venga a ayudar. Gracias.
Háblenos de su experiencia de poder convivir con otras mujeres, otras señoras de su comunidad en este programa.
Pues por medio de este programa he aprendido que nuestro deber es siempre ayudar a otras personas, especialmente como tal vez los ancianitos y nos piden ayuda y nosotros podemos, pues sí, estamos dispuestos también a ayudarlos.
Gracias por el programa, que esta hermana lo tuvieron que usar por el Señor para venir a enseñarnos en este edificio. Yo pude aguantar todas esas pruebas que Dios me ha puesto y me di cuenta que lo debo pasar para poder llegar más adelante a la meta que nosotros queremos, porque pude mirar que Dios escuchó nuestra oración, y pude mirar que sí me respondió el Señor, que yo tenía que componer mi vida primero para lograr ser algo en esta vida y para que llegue a la meta final, para ganar la gloria de Dios.
All 12 participants were awarded certificates of completion. This year, the country saw a 21% increase in demand for plantation white sugar. It is believed that this significant domestic demand is partially the result of a disparity between the price of sugar in Belize and prices of the plantation white sugar in neighboring countries like Guatemala and Mexico. The low prices in Belize have driven illegal actors to move significant quantities of sugar into Guatemalan and Mexican markets, where they can collect 2 to 3 times the profits that they would receive from sales in Belize. While the BSI mill produced sufficient sugar to meet domestic demand until January 2024, there is a shortage of plantation white sugar being reported. How much sugar is crossing the border is still unclear. What we do know, though, is that the cross-border informal trade is now affecting consumers, the mill, and the farmers.
More recently, we've had to take away sugar from more lucrative markets and selling it on the local market at much lower prices. So as an industry, we are again suffering because the price and the revenue that we could earn from exporting this sugar, we're now sacrificing that because we want to keep the local market, the domestic market fed. But that sugar, in a sense, is being exported by others, and they are reaping the benefits and rewards of it, as opposed to the farmers and ourselves. And so we want the government to look seriously at this situation, to adjust the sugar prices to levels that are consistent with market levels so that we avoid this situation, because it will not go away. Mexico is forecasted to have another poor crop. That means they will continue to have shortages. Their prices will remain high, and therefore that incentive to smuggle the sugar across the border will continue into next year.
The factory is reporting that in 10 days the country will be out of white sugar, and so there is the need to import some 250 metric tons of the product from the U.S.
In terms of white sugar, we're very low, and we're looking to import to give us cover for the first week of once the crop starts, so that we can continue to supply the market. We made an application to import 250 metric tons of refined sugar, and so we made an application to import 250 metric tons of refined sugar. I presume what occurred is that when they heard how much it will cost to import that quantity, I think it would probably be close to $1 million to import that sugar. I mean, who would have the funds to do that? I'm not sure which entity would have had to do that. You have to get the U.S., the foreign exchange, to purchase it, to store it. We're already set up to do that. So from our standpoint, it made more sense for us to import it and continue to distribute the sugar to the local customers. The cost that we're currently estimating that will be the landed cost here, we've indicated the government that we will not be making any markup on that sugar. So we will sell it at cost. The cost that we're estimating after shipping to Belize will be around $1.20 Belize per pound. The distributors and the retailers will probably put a markup on that anywhere between 20 to 25%. So I think anywhere between $1.40 and $1.50 could end up being what the sugar is sold for on the shelf. But that should be very temporary until we get the crop running and we can start producing sugar from Belize, from sugarcane here.
While increasing the presence of customs personnel and police on the border could help to prevent illegal exportation, BSI believes that adjusting the price of sugar locally is the primary and most effective mitigation measure that can be taken. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, MOHW, has announced the integration of the pediatric pneumococcal conjugate vaccine, PCV, into its national vaccination program. This initiative marks Belize's alignment with the majority of World Health Organization member states, addressing a critical health concern highlighted by nearly 6,000 pneumonia cases diagnosed in the country over the past 4 years. The decision to include PCV in Belize's national immunization program is particularly timely, given the global concern over a mysterious pneumonia outbreak among children in China. Characterized by atypical symptoms and a surge in hospital admissions, this outbreak has put health authorities worldwide on alert. Dr. Russell Manzanero, Belize's national epidemiologist, referenced reports from November that underscore the country's vigilance and readiness to tackle such health emergencies. He emphasized the need for an updated respiratory surveillance system, especially in the post-COVID-19 era, which has seen an increase in respiratory illnesses following the relaxation of public health measures. The urgency of expanding vaccination efforts in Belize was tragically underscored by the death of 9-year-old Jace Brown from pneumococcal meningitis, a condition that the PCV vaccine could have prevented. This incident raised significant concerns about the risk of bacterial meningitis, particularly in school settings in the Belmopan area. The PCV vaccine, known for its effectiveness against pneumococcus bacteria, a leading cause of pneumonia, meningitis, and bacteremia in children, will be administered in a 3-dose series for infants and 2 doses for older children. Health facilities across Belize, both in urban and rural areas, will provide the vaccine through mobile clinics and outreach sessions, ensuring widespread access. This strategic healthcare enhancement promises to safeguard the health of Belize's children, reducing the incidence of serious and preventable diseases. The MOHW's proactive approach in adopting the PCV vaccine is a commendable step towards fortifying the nation's public health defenses. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Thursday, December 28th here on CTV3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3BelizeNews or our YouTube channel at CTV3NewsBZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.